Oh, with Rivers. Oh, well, let's talk about less controversial things then. Less controversial than
let's look like
let's
more
talk
of
about race. So, shout out
covering
Rivers.
it today, aren't we?
Shout the fuck out Rivers. Rivers genuinely is one of my favourite UK battle rappers. Top 3 in my opinion at the current fucking crop. He is fucking great at what he does, and I have a lot of respect for the guy. And I know that he has respect for me on a real level. But
you got to do what you got to do.
Mate, that's it. It's a battle.
Mate,
so let me just talk you through this.
He essentially pressed up, down, left, right, fucking cheat mode.
Yeah, cheat code.
It's like God mode for this round.
The fucked up thing about that is like that was not even supposed to be his second round. That was supposed to be his third. He was going to use the third as this like talk to him round. For those who are listening, are like, what the fuck happened? Basically, Rivers, for those of you who don't know, is a battler from London. He battled on a league called Gift of the Gab for a long time. He's battled on all the UK leagues. He's going to battle Joey Gambello from Canada this year. The Absolute event, Premier Battles Absolute. That's going to be fucking dope. But yeah, he's a black guy from London. And we've known each other for a long time. We were meant to battle each other a good few times, and it kept getting rescheduled. So we did it in front of this big crowd, Premier Battles Apex event. And you know, I like to push lines with battle rap a lot of the time. I like to push against things that people think are taboo.
An edgelord.
Yeah, I embody an edgelord persona because I find that element of battle rap very interesting.
Makes
I
it
find
spicy.
it very interesting what people will accept, what people won't, and if you say something that might be totally abhorrent in one context, if you then are able to use writing and performance to make it work within a larger piece, I find that shit fucking fascinating. So, but what Rivers did, which is what you're supposed to do in a battle, is made the fucking crowd turn against me, because he took all of the racially edgy stuff that I said over the years and just decontextualized it and put it in this piece where he talked down to me in a way that was like, he took over the whole narrative, made everyone in that room think that I was a dickhead.
You genuinely looked like Boris Johnson at fucking question time. Defeated, you're just like, are you?
And
it's like a whole fucking round, you better believe it. You're like, oh, here we fucking go.
That was the second
Nothing
round.
You could have done. Nothing you could have done. It's like calling somebody a pedo, and there's no, you can't even fucking.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? If he'd called me a pedo, everyone would just be like, well, he's obviously not a pedo, because if he was a pedo, then Premier Battles would not book him and he wouldn't be here.
Exactly. Right?
But what Rivers did was use the things that I had said to suggest something against my character.
Oh yeah,
that I'm motivated by prejudice and things like this, and then made the crowd believe it. Right? He's such a good fucking writer, but that was meant to be his third round. He switched it to the second because my second round in the building fucking shut the shit down. He had a choke in his first, right?
And then you fucking went with the Alec Baldwin.
I went first, so his first round was kind of nullified by that choke. He cut it short. His first round was good. That's the lightest round of the battle from both of us. I would say because of the choke, I got the first. The second, I flipped his choke. What was I said? Don't worry, don't beat yourself up about that choke, because I don't care. Wait, you thought Mac was stalling? I'm Alec Baldwin. You think I'm drawing a blank, but I make it go off out of nowhere. That made the fucking room go off.
Because that was the fucking morning, the day after that happened, was it?
Yeah, it was like the day after. I thought of that bar on the train there, and then so good, I did this whole scheme about because he appears on London Jen's show. Big up London Jen, by the way. She's a fucking real one, man. But like, he appears on London Jen's show on every Sunday, and like. It's called the Sunday Roast, and he's just like sitting on her couch behind her, fucking smoking weed and just giving his opinions on battle rap, and I had to turn that dynamic into like some kind of frustrated romance that wouldn't happen. Like, it was such an open goal for it. I said every Sunday I put on the London Jen show to watch this cunt get friend zoned, and that made the room and. So I'm 2 rounds in thinking I'm 2-0 up and he's done. And then he comes back with that, he flips it around, and that was supposed to be his third, but he knew in the moment he had to start with his strongest shit, so he just flip the rounds around. That nullified my. I could have said anything in the third round at all, because I've had instances where people are like talking during my shit or like heckling a little bit. I've never had it where an entire room is totally silent while I'm like silent and not reacting to anything that I'm saying. Like it was rough, bro. But like 100% big up Rivers on that, man. I had to take the L, but I was very proud when I walked off the stage. It felt rough, but I was also very proud of myself, first of all, for continuing to rap throughout that third round, because a lot of people would have just shut down. A lot of people would have choked and not been able to, because that's a high pressure situation.
Not just that as well, because if you're in a place like that, and then like some people actually start believe in the Kool-Aid a wee bit because they don't know who you are.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. 100%. Like one of my mates, one of my mates
there's
in the crowd.
There's a very large black male behind me.
One of my mates in the crowd, like when my material in the third started landing a bit again, like some people were reacting to it, and my mate was like I could actually see cunts like checking around and looking at other people to see if it was okay to react. Like. It's a crowd psychology thing that goes on.
Yeah, mob mentality. It is weird that fucking. But I think, see that whole, the way everybody actually reacted with that. Call it like there's a lot. You could say like some people have like misplaced judgments or whatever. But I think it goes to show you that just how much progression we've made as a society.
Yeah.
That people are like, you know what I mean? They're like,
yeah.
And it's, I don't know, you can call it, it's weird because like...
It's not a negative thing, like it is a positive thing, and the thing about that battle that I was reflecting on, because me, Rivers, and London Jen, and Paris One, and Long Hair Linda, we had a really good conversation after that, because, like, yeah, just go watch the battle, you see all the context of the shit that got brought up, but like... Yeah, man, like that, like Rivers, even though he's using it, soon as well, isn't he? He's battling Joey Gambello from Canada.
Yeah, that's the one you were talking about.
But even though he was doing a battle rap angle very much, like the shit that he was writing was stuff that he would, like, it was a real expression of shit that he felt, you know. And I think that's the thing that I love about battle rap. I think at its highest level, it can be used to shine to like reflect a mirror back on the way that society is. Like it can just really reflect the like where we are, and the fact that we're talking about a lot of offensive shit means that we're pressing on certain cultural sore spots, and people are going to talk about shit, and definitely race is one of these things, man. Like there's a lot of fucking unresolved feeling about racial issues, especially in this country, and we don't really talk about it a lot. And yeah.
One of the things I find it hard for, in Scotland anyway, is different. So you go to England, man, like it's different. Like every fucking person in the world's white here. Like
yeah, Scotland is a white as fuck country
white,
for sure.
So
yeah.
like you don't have like people like judge each other depending on where they're fae.
Yeah, yeah. People have a very different outlook. Scottish people do have a very different outlook, and yeah, I'm not going to say it's necessarily less racist, but it is. People don't consider.
Well, at the end of
people
the day,
don't consider things, and
both two things are both two types of tribalism.
Yeah,
they're just what you're fixating on. It's one of them, because like it's kind of the same thing, really. Because like people are like, well, kind of stems from folk saying like, if somebody's black, they're no for Britain. At least that's what it kind of came from the starting, like from the start of it. And then it's like, well, go back to where you're from, kind of type of thing. Like we don't want you here. And you can see there's a lot of people from fucking Glasgow that don't want people from Edinburgh and Glasgow. And a lot of people from Glasgow that don't want to go to Edinburgh.
Listen.
Oh, you bastard, hold on. Malfunction.
What happened?
We broke the stream.
Oh no.
Oh, fucking, here we go.
Is that still working?
It's still working, I think.
You still get the same frame?
I'll get it, it's all good.
I'm really glad that the two white guys talking about race show got interrupted there. That was.
Aye, that's it. That was divine intervention right there.
Yeah, for real.
But I tell you what, though.
So let me tell you about the reggae album I'm going to release now.
Fucking.
I'm not even joking. I think I might do that this year.
Snoop Lion.
Shit. Oh man, yeah.
That has some fucking tunes on it, but that fucking, what was it?
I don't think I listened to it. I heard the